Hello and welcome, Gemini. My name is Elizabeth Bratcher. I'm a psychic medium and I'm here to do your weekly read from the 28th of June until the 4th of July. So thank you very much for joining me again this week. I do appreciate your return custom. If you guys haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel already, please feel free to do so while you're here. So with the weekly reads, guys, and including cross watches, just remember that I do read for a few of you. So you may find that some things resonate, other things don't. Take what works for you, leave what doesn't, okay? When we're reading for a lot of people, not everything's always going to be meant for you, okay? So I'm using my Sun and Moon Tarot as usual and my Elizacle deck. So as you guys know, with the weekly reads, I don't focus on any particular subject, but I also don't deny any particular subject. So whatever comes up and through in the cards is what I will read for and is what is relevant for me to give you this week, okay? So Gemini, as always, giving the cards a nice good shuffle before we've started the video, so I don't waste too much of your time doing so. So let's have a look. Alright, so your energy for the week is the Judgment card. Decisions pending, finality. Sometimes there can be also, feeling like we're kind of being forced into a decision. A few delays perhaps coming through for you guys this week as well. You've got the Eight of Pentacles, the Magician, the Ace of Cups, and the Three of Cups. Let's have a look and see what else you've got there, Gemini. Okay, nice. All right, so as I said, for the energy of the week, okay, it feels like there's some decisions that are waiting to be made or that you're waiting to make, but there is a few delays around them, okay? These are not long delays, and so it's just asking you to have a little bit of patience around it. You'll be able to pick yourself and put yourself back up on track very shortly, Gemini, okay? So I do actually want to touch on relationships with you guys this week. You've got the male and both the female card out, okay? But you've actually got some nice energy that sits there with it as well. So what I want to say to you is, with relationships this week, Gemini, it's funny, it's got a nice energy with it, but I feel like we're not allowing all of that energy to actually come through, okay? It feels like you guys have got some ideas around. So for those of you that are relevant in this relationship context, it's because you're actually trying to work something out that's supposed to kind of move you forward or take you to a different place, all of that kind of energy. And it's like you've got two different ideals about how to actually do that. Okay, so I want to say to you, spend a little bit of time actually, I want to use the word compromising, and obviously compromise needs to come into it, but it doesn't feel like this compromise comes off of, like a negative energy. It's like, okay, I can understand, for example, that, this means more to you than to me, or you've got more experience, or da-da-da-da-da-da. There seems that there's a lot of logic in the situation, so don't make it an emotional one. Make it a positive one towards a relationship. You understand? Okay, but battling heads is not going to get you anywhere. All right, it's like a stalemate. All right, but I do want to say, for those of you that it's relevant to, as I said, if you guys can actually get on the same page here and just support and understand each other and things like that, there's actually a really nice energy that sits through. So you've got the prosperity card that comes off the back of it, okay, which talks about, financial growth and security and abundance and all of those kind of little bits and pieces that are there. But some things need to change to actually bring this through, okay? And they're not easy changes. And, sometimes not easy changes are having to put $200 a week away so you can get to where you want to be. Having to, know that where we need to be is far away from people that we love. You know what I mean? So it also includes that kind of energy as well, all right? So just be mindful with relationships. I want to say that there's a really strong connection in the relationships, but as I said, it feels like there's a little bit of a stalemate that's there. Get yourselves back on page, understand that without growth, and, some things take hard work and some things take sacrifice, and refusing to budge and being stubborn about the sacrifices on your behalf aren't going to work, okay? And including for them as well, absolutely, all right? But I'm reading for you. Okay, so just keep that in mind with relationships this week. As I said, it's like you're halting the growth that's meant to be coming in. Money, okay, you're working hard, and I feel like that's starting to pay off. Reaping rewards and feeling that consideration of security and everything else like that comes in with it. For those of you that are looking for work or needing for your work to build up, that's there. Pull on all your skills and all your resources, okay? Don't be humble. Now's not the week, okay? So when you're sitting there, don't feel like it just because you only got 8 out of 10 things that you can't make up those other 2. And I don't mean make them up. I mean that you can't step in and actually embrace them and add them into that repertoire that's there. Don't write yourself off before they have, okay? Pulling out all of your elements, all of your stops, throwing that energy in with it. I do feel that actually brings about a very quick change, okay? You got the Ace of Cups too, which is reflective on everything that we've spoken about today. Health-wise, I feel that some of you are actually waiting for things to come back in or waiting for things to pass. Okay, so a few niggly little bits and pieces that are there, but I am showing that for a handful of you, this is something that, deserves a lot more respect than the word niggly, okay? And they're just reminding you, that you've got a lot of support that's there around you and that there's just certain steps and actions that need to be taken to get to the end, okay? And to keep persevering through them, all right? It might not be exactly what you want and it might not take you to the exact outcome that you desire, but it's going to take you to an outcome that's better than where you're sitting now. You've also got the Spirit card as the energy of the week, and this card for me is absolute. I made it just to validate that Spirit's around, okay? So trust in that energy this week, because that's the thing too, Gemini, regardless of what's resonated with you guys this week, there's definitely an energy in whatever part that lays to, okay? For those of you that are watching based on business, there's still a little bit more work to do before everything's ready to pop, okay? But everything feels like it's pretty much on track. Just don't get ahead of yourself. Like, there's no use pulling the cake out of the oven 10 minutes before it's baked. Might look pretty, but it's going to taste like shit. Yeah, okay. I do believe that is my energy for you this week, Gemini. Yep, beautiful. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate your time. Friday evening, 8 o'clock, Australian Eastern Standard Time is the live feed, and that's always full of free readings. The dailies are out, obviously, every day. The monthlies will be out on Wednesday, because Wednesday is the 1st of July. Or it's here, the 1st of July. So wherever it is on Wednesday or Tuesday, I don't think it goes forward. Does it go forward anyway? Let me know. Not no. But yes, all right, guys. So I'm going to leave that with you before I sit here dribbling on. Thank you very much again for your time. Please leave a comment or a thumbs up on the video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. All right, guys. Have a beautiful week.